Hey guys, it's Jen from Big Heart Small Farm. So today we're going to be working on a different project than usual, is getting ready to do stew peas with chicken foot. So we raise our own meat chickens, so we slaughter them ourselves. So usually when we slaughter,
And just so
we...
you know, it's not animal abuse.
Gwen wants you to know it's not animal abuse. We respect and love our chickens and we give the thanks.
There's two different kinds of chickens. There's meat hens. Well, not hens, but meat hens.
Meat chickens
meat
and then
chickens.
laying hens.
And then laying hens that we do not kill, but the predators kill them.
That's right. Two types of chickens. Meat chickens, laying hens. We don't eat the laying hens. Predators do. Sometimes they die of natural causes, but we don't eat them. So when we slaughter, we keep everything. So we keep the livers, the hearts, the gizzard, and also the feet. And so usually when we slaughter, I take a little bit of time and I take the toenails off. And
Is this the charger for your phone?
yes. And sometimes what happens is, like if you don't take the nail off, when you put it in the bag, it's going to rip the bag. So that's why I like to do that. I don't always have time to clean them up completely. So like, as you can see here, we still have that to clean up. So maybe you're wondering, why do you eat chicken foot? And how do you cook chicken foot? So first thing is the why. So if you've ever cut a chicken foot, what you'll notice is there's like a lot of gel that comes out, right? And when you're cutting this off the rest of the body, there's a lot of gel that comes out. And so that is really, really good for your joints. So chicken foot soup and stew peas with chicken foot is something in Jamaican culture that's like not necessarily a delicacy, but is very popular and enjoyable. So I'm not a huge fan of cleaning chicken foot, but I really enjoy chicken foot soup and stew peas with chicken foot. So trying to get a bit better at it. So what I struggle with the most is this part right here. Getting that off. So I don't really have a great example of something that's like completely covered, but what you'll find usually if you buy them and they're not cleaned or you're killing your own chickens, is it'll be covered with this yellow stuff. So the yellow stuff comes off pretty easily when it's in hot water. So not boiling water, but hot. So what I have here is, this is a bowl of hot water. It's cool now. So I'm just going to dump that water and put more hot water on. And then this helps the yellow stuff come off. And as always, like with all meat, you always clean it with vinegar, right? You always put some vinegar in because you don't want to eat meat that you have not cleaned with vinegar. Even though we raise these chickens ourselves, doesn't matter. Animals are gross. If you didn't know that, they're disgusting, right? Like they eat anything, you know, like we've seen where you open up a turkey's stomach and there's like money inside their stomach, right? So you need to clean your meat, guys. Just FYI. Put it in some water, put some vinegar on, and then rinse it off. Okay, so we are going to attempt cleaning up this one. So it's pretty clean. There's a bit of yellow here on the back of the toe. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a spoon and I'm going to go against the grain of the meat and try to get those little pieces of yellow that are still on there off. This is pretty clean. When we're slaughtering, there's a lot of hot water involved, so most of the yellow stuff comes off easily. It's just that the pad, and because our chickens are raised outside, it's a little bit messy there. So I'm going to try the spoon on the palm of the foot here. I guess it would be called the sole of the foot. So that's not really working to get the rest of the yellow stuff off. And the other reason why it's good to have it in the hot water as well is that it lets the foot open up, and then you can really get in there and get the stuff off. Because when it's frozen, when it's coming right out of the freezer, it'll be like this, and you can't open it up properly and get to it. Get to the middle parts. Okay. So I'm just trying to see if I can loosen that, but it's not loosening. So what you can do when you're in a situation like this where you don't want to eat that, you need to cut it off completely. So I'm just going to cut into it, and I'm basically just going to like peel that part of the foot off all together. Here we go. And then that lets me get the rest of that yellow stuff. And the rest of the yellow stuff doesn't really want to come off. Oh, there we go. Okay, so look at that. Beautiful. I'm going to put it back in my water. Just wash everything off. Make sure we're good. Okay, so how pretty is that? Nice. Now, we're not going to put this in the stew peas just like this whole, right? I'm going to use my butcher knife and I'm going to chop it up small. Okay. And then I have just an extra bowl here to put my ready-to-go chicken feet in. There we go, first chop. So you can see like all the cartilage in here, right? And it's, oh, look at that. So good. So good for your joints. So good for your joints. You might be looking at me like I'm crazy, but I'm getting older and my joints are getting sore, so I can heat up chicken feet from chickens that we raised ourselves, then I'll do it. So there we go. Got it nice chopped up small. Perfect for stew peas. Ooh, look at this one. This one's pretty beautiful already. Ooh. Yeah. And the size of it too. This was probably a female. The other one was likely a male based on the size. A little bit to clean up here inside the palm of the foot or the sole of the foot. I don't know what you call it because for chicken, they don't have any arms. So their feet are kind of, I guess, like their arms. All right. So that one's already good to go. It's been soaked in the vinegar and the warm water. So it's nice and clean and pretty. Whoops. Sometimes that happens. There we go. Lovely. Lots of gelatin. Yeah. All right, let's find another bad one here. Okay, this one, well, it's not that bad, really. Pretty proud of myself. I did a good job cleaning these up because it's usually just my husband and I by ourselves, so we kind of just get focused and get it done. So it's nice that I had a little bit of time, I guess, to clean these up a little bit better. There's two back in here, in there, and also here, which I'll try to get off. I'm just cut it off. Yeah, it's pretty close. So I'm just using my knife and just cut it off. This is what I'm doing. I'm just slicing here to get these off. Okay, then just nice and yum. That's good. All right, I'll just dip it back in there, and then I'll chop it up. Perfect. There we go. So that's all there is to it. Hot water, not boiling water, hot water. Get the yellow off. You have a little bit left. Use your spoon. Scrape it a bit better. If you have a part on the hand or on the palm or on one of the fingers, toes, whatever, just cut it off with a knife because then you know it's gonna clean. This one's really good. Alrighty. And then after this, we're gonna cook it. But this does take quite a bit of time. So as you can imagine, I've got this many more to do. So it takes a bit of time to get it cleaned up, but once it's done, it's gonna be a really nice Saturday dinner. That's for sure. Show you the finished product. Hey, Dave.
Hey.
Okay. Tell me the truth.
About what?
How well did I do cleaning up the chicken feet today?
Good.
Yeah?
Yeah, pretty good.
Okay. All right. I'm going to go show the finished product. Or almost finished.
Okay.
Let's see. What do we have left to add to it?
Yum. Yellow yum, sweet yum, dumplings,
That's it?
and a bit more garlic.
Okay.
And thyme.
Okay, time for the dumplings. So, I don't measure anything. It's all what feels right in my hand. So, what I have in here on the bottom layer is some flour, and then I do about half the same amount of the flour, but cornmeal, and then some salt, just a bit, because the stew peas are going to be a bit salty, as it is. So, that's what I have in here, and I'm just going to mix it in with my hands. I can't tell you measurements because I literally don't know. And I just guess. And the same with the water. The amount of water, it just depends on what the texture is like. How does it feel in my hand? That's what cooking is for me a lot. That stresses some people out, but for me, that's how I cook. So I'm going to start with, I've got 2 cups of water here. I don't know how much I'm going to use, and I'm just going to put some in and start mixing and then see where it goes. See how far I get to. So you can see that the texture, I'm probably going to need a little bit more water, but I really want to make sure I work all the flour in before I add more. So if I end up with too much water and it's too squishy, I'm going to need more flour, right? Okay, so I mixed this pretty good. That's how it looks right now. Still need some more because you can see on the bottom here I have this big clump, but then we still have that. But I'm just going to use a tip more water, just a tip. And I think that's going to do it. Let's see. And just a little tip more. That's it. There we go. There. Okay, so I'm doing lots of dumplings because my son doesn't necessarily really like the stew peas itself, but he loves dumplings. So he'll eat just like, you know, a bit of the beans and the gravy and just eat dumplings. That's him. Okay, there we go. Look at that. Yeah. Nice. So I'm gonna take you over to the pot because I'm gonna make these and drop them in the pot at the same time. Oh, I probably fogged you up, didn't I? Yes, I did. There we go. Good now. Alrighty, so what I'm doing is grabbing some, squeezing it up to make sure it's kneaded smooth. A few different types of dumplings you can make. I like to do a variety. So we can do them like this. It's kind of pretty small. This is pretty well done cooking, so you don't want it to be too big. You just drop it in. Just make sure it goes underneath the water. And then just keep doing that, if that's the style you want to do. There's another one that I like to do called spinners. So same idea, smooth it out, and then just spin it like this. And then you can make it, whatever thickness and length you want. Again, because this is almost finished cooking, I don't want to make them too big. I want to be sure they get cooked. Drop it in. And the other thing too, the kids kind of like a variety in there. A little surprise. Not just one style of dumpling. It's the little things in life, right? My husband likes the bigger dumplings, so I'll do a couple of the bigger ones too. Same style as the first one, except for just more. Yeah. Make sure it goes underneath the water. So nice, this helps to thicken it up as well. I don't think it's now, but the way that it's bubbling, it's still, it's not quite the texture that you want it to be, and this will help thicken it up. If I put one more in there, I need to stir it up. That's all I'm before. You can look at the color, because of the cornmeal and the pink salt. It's not quite just a white color, it's a little bit yellow and it's a little bit red. Just a little bit. Can I stir it up? That's all I need.
This look too much. I should do it though. Make some round ones, those well. What do you think? Looking good?
I told you he likes the round ones.
Oh. I guess this should be thick enough though. I don't need to add any more sweet yam.
Well, once this boils down, it's going to thicken it up, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so it should be good. Yes, you can see the texture's changing already. Okay, so the stew peas are ready to eat. So let's show you the differences.
This one is mine. This one, Mom, I want the dumplings like that.
Oh, I give you this one with these
You're
dumplings.
probably not even gonna believe how much I'm about to eat, but it's like a lot.
Oh, that's okay.
You want more dumplings than that, baby?
Yeah.
That's not enough dumpling?
No,
Oh, how many dumplings do you need?
I'll say about 12.
12 dumplings?
Make it 10.
10?
Make it
Okay, let's see. Okay, and then this is Daddy's. So, Daddy
Oh,
likes
okay.
the big dumplings. Well, now we know Davy likes the big dumplings too, but Daddy needs lots of meat, lots of chicken foot in his.
Mom, look at it.
That's how Daddy likes it.
Mom,
and
did
then
it
for
for
Mommy,
water.
Mommy likes lots of dumpling, and then just a bit of food, but not much meat.
I just want to
And then this is what Gwenna likes.
No, my favorite.
Davy.
My favorite food is shrimp.
And this
No,
is
no,
my,
my
this
favorite
is my
food is-
squishy water
my
toy.
favorite food-
And
my-
then you go like, shh.
My favorite
This?
meal is sushi and shrimp.
Okay, so Davy,
That's
do
what
you
they
need
have on
more
my birthday.
dumplings?
Yes, I need up to 10.
10? Well, let's see what we can get out of the pot for you.
Okay, I'm gonna do it.
Bring over your bowl. Davy, bring your bowl.
4. I have 4 so far.
Okay, let's
I
see.
need 6 more, please.
All right.
16 dumpy.
1.
Do you mean 5?
Oh.
5.
It's so spicy. I think I ate the wrong one.
Ow, 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 ow.
What?
Someone like on my foot.
It's not even. It's just spicy.
I got 7.
Okay, let's stick with 8.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, yeah.
Tell me how you feel about dumplings, Davy.
Yum, 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 yum. In my dum dum.
What about me? Out of a rate out of 100, I would say 50.
Ooh,
But
I have a rate from
it just
from
makes
a
my
million to
tongue-
0. I'll choose a million. Oh, squishy, squishy.